Hi everyone, so I recently made a video where I talked about beta readers, but like from the point of view of actually being a beta reader, but I thought I could make a video that's on the same topic except for writers. So in case you want to know more about what beta readers are, how it works, or just some tips or whatever, I just wrote some tips down for you and I'm going to share them with you in this video, so yeah, let's jump right into it. So the thing I want to start with is actually telling you what a beta reader is. In case you don't know, it's just a person who can be pretty much anyone who just loves to read. And they don't have to be professional at all most of the time. It's just people who are like normal humans who just like to read sometimes, you know, who would like to read your book. So it doesn't have to be you know, it doesn't really matter who it is at all. Just if they're interested in reading your book, then yay, great. Just the only thing they have to do is to like books and to be interested in reading your book. So yeah, if they don't really know anything about books or reviewing them, it doesn't matter at all. It's absolutely fine. It's usually like that, but you know something about books, so it's totally fine. Number 2 is, where do you find them? I actually kind of have a problem with this myself because like so far the only beta readers I have is my sister and some of my friends, meaning 2 friends. And yeah, but like if you are interested in being a beta reader, definitely let me know down below because the more beta readers the better. I'm gonna talk about that later in the video, but you can find beta readers. Like what I'm gonna do and what I've kind of done before is just post it on social media, like post it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Ask like some people you know, or just try to just get it out there, like I want beta readers, is anyone interested? And then hopefully someone's gonna like write back to you. Like I said, I'm struggling with this myself. I understand it's not really easy because a lot of the times writers are not exactly very social people. I'm not generalizing here, but it's quite common. So I understand, like if you don't know many people, then you're not alone, but I would love to be a beta reader myself. So like if you need one, I'm gonna love to be one because I love books and I would love to help you out. And yeah, but just like try to just reach out to as many people as you can on the social media and in your life personally, and hopefully some people will be kind enough to say yes. And yeah. Number 3 is something that I just want to mention, and that is like what kinds of people should you like choose or whatever. What would be great is just if you could find many kinds of people as possible, you know, so that you just have like different people from different backgrounds and just with different personalities and stuff. Because for me, I love to represent like everyone, you know, different like skin colors, nationalities, sexuality, identity, everything. And the thing is, I'm not all of these things, and so it's really useful and a good idea to find people who are like, who kind of represent all sorts of things that you write about in your book, and just all kinds of people who will, you know, tell you if you like wrote something kind of like wrong because you don't know much about it, because you've never experienced it, or just someone who will like tell you, sorry, this is a kind of offensive, like you probably didn't mean to write it like that, but it is a little offensive. And I think that it would be really helpful to just have all kinds of people, because then it's gonna have, you know, they're gonna have all kinds of different opinions. Of course everyone has a different opinion, but you know, it's really important to just have as many people as possible. But I understand it's difficult. I literally only have people who are quite like from the same background like me mostly, so yeah, but I'm hopefully gonna work on that. But yeah, so just try to have as many people as possible and as many kinds of people as possible. So if you're wondering about like the exact number that you need of beta readers, I would not say there's an exact number, but the more the better. The more beta readers you have, the more opinions you'll have, the more like, you know, you will know how people feel about your book, and yeah, so the more people you can find, the better. Number 4 is ask them questions, you know, like when you actually have them and when they read it, ask them questions, because most of them are not professionals and they're just, you know, not professional like readers and reviewers and writers and all that, so they might not know like the professional side of books or whatever. you need to be the one who like asks them stuff, because most of the time people don't really know what to do when you just, you know, when you want them to tell you something. So just ask them questions like what you need to know about your book and how you can make it better, and ask them questions like that. Like questions just, you know, you want to know their opinion, what they think about the book, and if they like didn't understand something or whatever. So ask them like, what do you think about the characters, the world building, the dialogue, and all sorts of things like that, like what they think about it, what they liked and didn't like, and if they found anything like weird, confusing, if there were any plot holes and all that stuff. Just ask them as many questions as possible, and this is going to make it so much easier for both you and the beta readers, because then they're going to know exactly what you want them to know. Because if you just ask them like, tell me what you thought about it, then they're going to be like, you know, they can tell you like, maybe they're gonna tell you kind of something, but most of the time people, when you ask them that, they tell you just like, I really liked it, or, well, most of the time they don't even say that they didn't like it, but, you know, just they don't really say anything in depth because they're just not used to doing things like this. So just ask them questions. It's gonna make it easier for everyone, and it's just gonna be much more useful and better. Number 5, it's 5, right? It's something I wanted to mention, but I understand how challenging and difficult it is, and that is, try not to get angry or frustrated when they criticize you, when they say something bad about your book. No one's book is perfect. You're not gonna write a perfect book no matter what, and that is absolutely okay. And there's always gonna be something that's not totally on point, and that's fine. You shouldn't be worried about that. But I understand it's difficult to hear like, I'm sorry, I really found this boring, and I'm sorry, I really don't like this character. I think he's not developed enough. And you know, it's hard to hear that. So freaking difficult. But with every like bad thing that you hear about your book, you can grow and learn and make it better, which is what you want from your beta readers. The whole point of your beta readers is basically to make your book better, to you know, get better as a writer and make the book better. And that is something that's just super awesome. But like, you know, when they tell you that something's good, you're not really gonna learn anything. You're just gonna be like, yeah, great, I'm good at, you know, developing characters or whatever. But when they tell you what's not great, then you can learn to do that better, and that is amazing because you will grow. Thanks to the criticism, you will get better, and that is always something to be happy about and something absolutely awesome. Because, you know, if the book was perfect, then you would have no space to grow, and that would suck. It would be boring, and you would never move anywhere, and that would just not be great. So try not to get too angry and frustrated and that like defensive mode, you know, try to calm down. It's difficult, like I said, but no one's perfect, and you shouldn't worry about that. So that's pretty much it, and I think that's all I'm going to say in this video. And also I'm going to link the other beta reader video down below if you want to check that out. But if you ever have beta readers, you can send them that other beta reader video, because it's about how to be a great beta reader. So you can just send them that, and they'll know, and they'll be better, and it will be awesome. And yeah, what I want to say is that just don't be too scared, and if people are interested in reading your book, let them read it. And it's absolutely freaking terrifying, I absolutely understand, but yeah, like I said, if you want to grow as a writer, which you probably do, then you need other people to tell you what they think about it, because you can't really make it better yourself. You know, there's that limit that you can reach on your own, but you can get so much better if you have other people to help you with it. And so don't be afraid to ask other people to just read your book, and don't be afraid to actually give them the book, because it is terrifying, it is super difficult, but it's gonna make you better, and that is what we want. That is just super awesome. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any requests, anything to add or whatever, and if you want to be my beta reader, or if you need a beta reader yourself, let me know in the comments down below. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more writing videos, because I've been making so many. I love it. And yeah, I'm gonna go watch Harry Potter with my mom now. And yeah, have a really nice day, and see you soon in another video. Bye!